Hello everybody, welcome back to ESA Winter 2022. We are raising money for Alzheimer's Fund and links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank ClearStart, Dermalogica, Fist, Forged in Shadow Torch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now it is time for hekigan and Meteos running Mirror's Edge. Take it away.
Woo!
Okay.
Yay!
Let's go.
We didn't discuss who's going to talk first. So
Introduce yourselves, fellas.
And I am the keyboard in this 2 players, 1 keyboard mouse run that you will be witnessing.
I'm Hecky and I'm the mouse.
Hi, I'm Shane. I'm the disembodied voice that'll talk into your ears.
Okay.
Yes. I'm Jackie Wright, Jacksepticeye guy, you know the drill. Most active runner in Mirror's Edge. Last submission was 4 years ago, I think, so pretty active, I'd say. Glad to be here, though.
Alright, since I'm the one that's starting the run, I guess I'll do the countdown with my almighty keyboard powers. Great time for my cat to want to jump up on the desk. So we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, yeah, so this is Mirror's Edge. It's been in a lot of events, so maybe people have a general idea of what it is, but we've got 2 people playing instead of 1, and they're going to start off with a really crazy trick here, where they do a trick called a kick glitch, and they're going to chain multiple of them together to essentially look like they're flying between these buildings. They nailed it. That's
already
a trick.
Insane.
That's
for
a
2-player
trick
1 controller. By the way.
Yes, someone could sit and spend 100 hours and struggle to get it even a single time. So
it's me. I did that.
So it's really incredible. Just to talk about what the kick glitch is, Jack, if you want to mention a little bit how it works.
Sure, yeah. So basically, in Mirror's Edge, if you do a wall run and then kick off of it, the kick animation at the end of it will give you a 1 frame of grounded state, and we can use that grounded state to do any sort of action, basically. So we usually jump out of that to get sort of a double jump. We bind a jump to scroll wheel so that we can hit that 1 frame very consistently, just rip the scroll wheel at a specific timing and hit it. So Hecky will be in charge of that, although they'll have to coordinate together to do it because Meteos will be starting the wall run. Spacebar, oh my lord.
Okay, so this is all intentional. This is
2-player 1 controller, by the way, so we're going to see this a fair bit probably.
Yeah,
when they get out of sync, it's very hard to get back in sync. Like the muscle memory, you will see things will flow together because their muscle memory is will be in sync, but when that goes out of sync, it will be hard to readjust. So it's they will have to communicate together, I guess, to solve it when it happens. But
Yeah,
So
also
we're just gonna
keep in
front.
mind that this is transatlantic, so Meteos
Yeah.
has 130 milliseconds of ping on his inputs.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is until,
Yeah.
you're here with it.
So we have 1 person controlling the keyboard and 1 person controlling the mouse. On the keyboard, there's all the basic actions you would think, like moving in different directions, though mostly we're going to be pressing W, jumping as well, and a decent amount of the jumping will be done by Meteos. That's kind of the goal, is that the keyboard player does most of the jumping. But on mouse, we do have jump bound as well because it's necessary for kick glitches and for certain really precise you only have a couple of frames to do the jump. Hecky will also do those as well. Hecky also has use bound to his mouse, and that allows us to do a certain glitch where we skip animations like pressing elevator buttons.
My bad.
and you'll see conflicting ideas will crop up where one person will want to do one thing, the other will want to do another thing, and you'll get a bit of a
We get into
a bit of a fumble. But I guess it's part of the fun is the communication that ensues, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't go too bad. I've definitely been in the call where Meteos and Hecky start screaming at each other and throwing things.
We don't talk for weeks.
Just to explain what they did in the elevator there. So they skipped a button press animation basically by interrupting the button press with a different animation and then binding the interact key to up on the scroll wheel to essentially... Shane, do you want to explain this actually? Because we went over this definition and I can't remember it, so you did it actually.
Well, really quick here, I want to mention that we're coming up on Chapter 1 skip, which is one of the early bigger skips, where basically if they go into the next section in this area, the previous section actually unloads. And if they're able to jump back into that previous section, they can skip a decent chunk where they're climbing through a vent and it's all really slow, and that's lame, so we don't want to do that. And so you're going to see here they're going to do a kick glitch and then a wall boost. And what a wall boost is essentially, imagine they jump on the wall for a second and then they immediately jump off of it. I'm really oversimplifying it, but for whatever reason in this game that gives you a big boost of speed. So you'll occasionally see them kind of like rub their face against walls like that, and it'll give them a big boost of speed there.
You'll see this a few times in this section as well.
Yeah.
Heki will be in charge of getting, like, there's a lot of nuance in Mirror's Edge with the camera, like, position and angles.
Yeah.
For example, we're also going to try and not talk over the guys as they communicate together, as they
No,
figure
please
out what
talk
they want
over
to do.
us. The less there is between us, the better.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so like there's a lot of nuance that Heki will be doing with the camera movement, like looking more deeper into a wall when you wall boost will give you more speed, for example, and like the angle at which you approach a wall when you do a kick glitch will send you off at a different angle. There's a lot of nuance to it, basically, that might go over your head.
Math
if you're not
involved.
familiar.
If you look too deep into a wall, you'll do a wall climb instead of a wall boost. So there is a lot of skill, and I would say like an underrated part of this game, when you look at the bigger picture and all these giant skips, is that there's a lot of like small nuance, and a lot of time save can come out of just being much better at these like core mechanics than other people. And that kind of goes to show how good these two players are, because I've got around a 34. Their PB as two players is around a 35. So they're almost better than I am.
We
I
are
mean,
better than you are.
it also helps.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go, guys. So, thanks for having me.
Jim says they're resisting the urge to scream at each other. I think he's correct.
Yeah.
No,
I think we should
really.
have like a 30-second like screaming match just to get it out. Oh,
We're gonna see an elevator clip. For whatever reason, you can clip on top of some of these elevators, and it saves the animation of the doors opening. Yeah, this game's really broken. Basically, that's
see
like
a lot of
all I can say about
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Here
see
they're
another
gonna-
really cool trick here, where they do a couple
Okay,
of
there's the wall boost.
where they
That's
just
quite
die.
hard.
Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good manip, good seed manipulation. Well done.
I like your glove.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We had a different one with flags on it, but then
Oh,
it looked like way
yes.
too patriotic.
Okay.
You were so in
Sorry.
sync there, like your
So I had
gameplay.
Wivery make us one like 2 hours ago, and it's very cool.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah,
see
that's-
there, it's a couple of kick
Nice.
glitches and wall boosts chained into each other. And oftentimes with just those two tricks, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. There's more that we'll see soon, but
Well,
you
my
know,
bad.
this game is honestly too complicated to really describe it all in a single run. But it's still fun to watch, and we've got some wall boosts here. If you chain multiple wall boosts together, you'll get even more speed. And in fact, the main thing that slows you down is touching the ground. So as long as you're able to stay in the air, you'll gain quite a bit of speed. And that's why like kick glitching and wall boosting is so good, is because it keeps you from touching the ground. And it gains you speed while you do it.
Yeah, every move in the game close together pretty nicely, as you'll see in the upcoming chapters. And
Yeah, full
doing
disclosure,
small-
we're not going to be like cutting anything out from what you would see from a high caliber run, trick wise.
Yeah.
It's
It's probably
not
not going to go well,
octane.
but we're going to try it anyway.
It's a
It's gonna
high
be a lot of
octane
time.
speedrun.
So actually, we are coming up to chapter 2, and there's a huge trick here called cannoli. If Jack wants to talk a little bit about it.
Sure, so, well, first of all, we have bucket jump, which is pretty important to mention. You jump on a bucket. So, yeah, so cannoli, it's, it's like, I mean, it's a bit, if you, anyone who runs Medj will tell you, it's a big gatekeeper when you're, you know, grinding attempts of this. Basically, we kind of want to do a similar trick that we did at the very start, a kick glitch chain. Basically, we want to do 4 kick glitches in a row. The thing is, the timing to hit the kick glitches is pretty precise, because if we mess up the timing, basically we will just like bounce off the wall. So we have to hit 4 kick glitches at pretty, you know, close together, a pretty precise timing. So,
And this is
Yeah, it
obviously
does.
2 people doing it together as a single brain. Are they
We don't-
truly connected? Do they have, you know, do they have their emotional... Oh,
Nice.
they do.
They
Oh
actually
my
got it. Let's
god.
go.
And that's really, really, really difficult. People will fail that as an individual all the time, but Meteos and Heki are obviously just the same brain, separated into 2 different fleshy bodies so it's not really.
We share sweat glands too, and it's really hot.
Keep in
Anyways.
mind that to do a kick glitch, you have to hit space and then kick immediately after, which is mouse input. So we have to like navigate through the ping to line those up close enough that we don't
there's a
fly
lot
off
of
in
like
the wrong
setups that we
direction.
have.
It's 130 ping, by the way, just in case you missed that.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. This is possible, to be honest.
Yeah, it's.
But
pretty
look at this
incredible.
gameplay.
And they're going to go for an even harder trick that saves even less time here.
Yeah.
We
We're
just
gonna see if
planned
they
this
get
like
it.
5 minutes ago.
They literally were practicing
We
this
did.
in the call before this run.
No.
Okay.
All right, we'll
It
try
was
one
a
more
good
time.
attempt.
Uh,
They'll
One
try
more
it
time?
one more time.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
really
why not?
funny.
Screw it.
I'll say it's really funny because probably as a spectator that does not look nearly as impressive as Cannoli, but I can tell you this is harder, honestly. To people who like know this game, this is like an insanely difficult trick, and it's crazy to see them trying to pull it off.
All right.
Let's just go the normal way.
Okay,
Yeah.
still a really great attempt.
Valiant efforts, yeah.
Yeah,
For reference,
If,
that's probably the hardest strat in inbounds right now. Excluding
Which is
like
a different
canals and
category.
cranes
That's
and
not
stuff.
this category.
Yes. This is 90%, by the way. I didn't
If you
mention
take
that,
out
didn't
the previously labeled segmented stuff, that's probably the hardest thing after them.
I? Pretty spooky section here.
oh yeah, I die in this section all the time, but you
I
know.
did be quaking up here.
We have so kind of a thing worth mentioning is that I feel like Heki and Meteos are kind of cheating when it comes to this category because they were
Whoa.
born as conjoined twins, so they have a little bit of an advantage
Yeah,
over
we
other
look
people.
very similar.
My name used to be Lecky, but I changed it.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
but
allowed under the
obviously-
rule set.
Yeah,
A
it is.
lot of
It is
big-
allowed. I've been arguing it should be banned, but you know what can you do?
Yeah, a lot of vigorous debate ensued. Mirzaj is known for that.
The thing is,
They're-
we're both empaths, so our minds are just
True. That's
Wired
also,
together.
that's also true.
I can feel that Heki's pants are wet right now.
There's probably
my
time for a donation here while you guys climb up this storm rain, right?
I'll jump in here. We got a
Yeah,
$10
Arctic help.
donation. We got a $10 donation from Frisbee that says, donating for our sweet baby boys, Heki and Meteos. I hope you can look in the mirror after this killer run and be proud of yourselves. Just don't go horsing around. Good luck, Josh, and I'm rooting for you. We also got 2 anonymous donations here. We got a $10 anonymous donation with no comment and a $15 anonymous donation with no comment. Putting that towards the Sands of Time N%, no major glitches community dub. Thank you for your donations, folks.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Bree.
absolutely.
Oh.
Shout out to Breezeby and her family who are on like a road trip right now, listening to us live. And her dad,
Imagine.
his name is Rick. So everybody could say
Hi,
hi to Rick.
Rick. Hi.
And her
Imagine-
sister Tiffany.
Imagine subjecting your family to this. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
hello, Rick and Tiffany.
Hi, Rick and Tiffany.
Greetings
Mom.
from England.
Greetings from Germany.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a very hard section coming up here as well. This is Chase, where you chase this guy named Jackknife. It is the same Jack in the call right now, so if he wants to talk about this chase, he knows the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
about it.
I mean, I was paid a lot of money for this role, actually. Did the mocap, did the voice acting, did it all. Check out my LinkedIn.
You want to talk about Chase Chain Jack? That's like the important part.
Sure, so... yeah, so
we hate
Chase
Jack
Shane,
so
I mean...
much that we actually found a way to skip just seeing him.
The fact... It was an awful performance, so understandable. Yeah, so I mean, Chase Chain coming up here, it's like insane that these are even going for this, but essentially it's just a very difficult kickless chain.
Okay.
It started off on the wrong foot, let's be real. Didn't start off the best, so I think they're going to abort mission here.
Yeah.
You want to do one
Yeah,
more
they're going to
try?
abort mission here.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do one more try.
We'll just-
Yeah,
we
just give it a
die.
go, why not?
You guys have to die. Yeah, you're
We have a
wrong,
high
man.
estimate, so we'll just show stuff off.
You know, you say that.
Okay, there's Jack. Look it. There he is.
It's me-
That's you. Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
had Jack actually drag a flip flop across the ground for this part.
I felt like Keanu Reeves doing this stuff, man.
Doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, we've got Chase Chain here. They're gonna go for it one more time. This is really, really precise, very difficult, and it looks like a decent start for it. They've got to do a straight kick glitch on this wall.
Oh, they got a wall boost at the end.
And
So
that was so close.
that last kick glitch there is, I guess, frame perfect, right? Because you're up against the wall. You gotta
It's
hit the
very
one frame.
light. It's not frame perfect, but it's really, really tough to not boost.
Basically, you want to hit. So again, to refresh on the kick glitch, you want to you have one frame of grounded state after the kick animation, so you want to do a jump input on that frame. Nice job.
Try again then.
No.
Hey Ryan.
No.
Medios.
All right, fine, for the crowd.
Medios,
One more.
the kick might not be frame perfect, but you are frame perfect.
Oh, guys, stop.
Anyways,
You're gonna make me blush.
Don't mess this up, or I'm gonna be so mad.
All right, Dad.
Ryan.
All right, abort mission.
It's fine.
So that was Chase Chain.
That was Chase Chain. Great job,
Most
dude.
of
They
it.
nailed
We did
it.
most of it.
Can we get some claps in the chat for them nailing
Yeah.
Chase Chain right there?
Chase Chain,
Yeah.
of course,
Please in
meaning
the chat,
play
thanks.
Chase multiple times.
You have to chain together multiple attempts at Chase. Okay, still a pretty difficult kick glitch coming up here.
There's a plane up there.
Thank you.
I've never noticed it before. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Sorry. That caught me off guard.
Caught me off guard too.
You're like a
'Cause,
toddler who gets obsessed with like trucks or planes, and every time you see one, you just like stop. You get distracted. So that was Chase, everyone.
Doing with hekigan's been like the most fun thing in my life. Let me tell you.
Immaculate gameplay from the fellas.
Incredible.
And
I don't think they've made a mistake so far. Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong. Jack.
actually, this is
I don't think so.
world
This has
record.
been pretty clean.
Wow. And we've got a
So-
final kick glitch across this big gap here.
Yeah. Okay, let's take Ignite for nailing this kick glitch live on recording his reaction.
Yeah, it's a great video.
It's great.
Bro.
I'm
Nearly there.
earlier for
You would
that.
think you'd make that. You have to. This kick is actually quite precise. You have to get the correct angle. Like it's if you go off to the left there at all, it's not going to work.
There we
We
go.
got it.
Okay, maybe it's a bad time to bring this up, but I'll just be honest. This is actually their
Dude,
first time
if you have to
doing
go to
this
the bathroom,
run.
just go.
This is their first time doing this run. They
Yeah,
didn't want me to tell anyone.
True.
It was all theoretical up until this point.
Well, we
But
both
they
play
were-
the game. Just take one hand away.
It's not that hard.
Just play.
They've been dreaming about the run for a long time though, so that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, together as their one hive mind, as we went over earlier.
Yeah. They shower together, they sleep together.
Oh,
So we're gonna do a previously labeled segmented skip.
yes, very difficult trick coming up here as well. I would put it in the same category as Cannoli. I think other
Yeah.
people say bigger than that, but it's in the same bracket, I would say. A lot goes into it, basically, a lot of setup. So we come over
Yeah.
here basically, and Shane, do you want to explain it as you explain
Sure.
it? Earlier,
I mean, yeah, I've never actually nailed this trick in a run myself, but I can
Nice.
explain it.
Oh,
They
no,
have
better
to do a
not.
really precise climb here. It's very hard to like understand why this is precise, but they basically need like the best possible angle and distance and facing on all of this. And you can see that they're struggling, but that's pretty normal, especially when they're trying to correlate two people playing at once.
There we
I mean,
go.
that's a difficult thing. This is the easier part of the trick, but it's still very hard. They have to do a precise kick glitch into a really deep wall boost, and you can see how deep Heki is looking into that wall. One more kick glitch, and then one more very, very deep wall boost, and that looks like they got it right there.
Nice.
That's
boys.
fucking amazing. Great job. I
Attractive
can't
gaming.
understand attractive gaming going on right
Did
now.
I just hear an F-bomb slip in there?
No.
No, why'd you call attention to it? There is nothing. What are you going?
Anyways,
Trying
You're
to
right,
subject
you're
me
right.
to some things here?
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah, you
sorry.
will be.
Okay, listen. When something is pulled off that amazing in the run, it's hard not to slip a little bit. This is
Yeah.
we're joking around a
Sweet.
lot here. I get that, chat, but this is like really, really insanely impressive from them, and we really can't overstate it enough. And they're also both really
I
handsome,
always
so
sweat
that
every time
helps.
we...
Yeah, which is
Way up
the
there.
most important thing, I'd say.
I'm just like, no, we're gonna sidestep.
Yeah, an important part of knowing about this is they have the best time. It's not because they're the best players at the game, it's because they're the most handsome players in the game.
Oh.
So, anyways, we've got another really big trick coming up here. This is called cranes. Jack, do you want to talk about cranes?
Sure, I can talk about cranes, Shane.
It's named
so
after
I mean,
you, right?
once upon a time, like cranes was I would say, you know, the hardest trick in the game. I think most people would agree. Shoutouts to Black Belt for coming up with a nice setup though, to make it a lot easier. Basically, we use reaction time now to basically time the inputs a lot easier. So we have to do 2 frame perfect inputs basically. We have to start our wall run for the kick glitch on a specific frame to get more speed basically. The little lip you'll see here on the edge will bump us up, like so. And didn't manage to get it, but basically there's the little lip on the edge there. If you jump into your wall run at the right position, it'll kind of bump you a bit forward and give you a lot of speed going to your kick glitch, and you need that speed to cross this gap basically.
Yeah.
And it's very precise.
It's super precise. If you wall run too early, you just won't be able to get a kick. If you wall run too late, you'll miss the wall run.
Yeah.
But that looks pretty good. They've got good height here.
Oh
my god! And second try from these guys.
Nice.
I mean, we saw a little bit fumbling early on, but this run has just been going really, really well in my opinion. I think they're doing really great.
Yeah.
Keep it up, fellas.
Shoutouts to Walrus. I think ESA 2017, Walrus vs Zook, Mirror's Edge 100% hits Crane's first try when Crane's was the hardest trick in the game. And also shoutouts to Philo, who did the same thing.
Shoutouts to Philo for
you
also
did the
hitting
same
Cranes. Thing. Yeah. Mirror's Edge, a long history of ESA runs, a long history of absolute madmen who are way too good at this game. And luckily, you know, we get to see that again.
Tried at least once, but
yeah,
too hard.
And they're gonna go for a little bit more of a casual route here, but some of these tricks that are like much more trivial as a single person become really hard when you don't have full control over the character.
We die.
We're trying to get out of bounds here, basically.
Oh yeah, if you jump over this fence, you get out of bounds, and then you can slide through a little like what do you call it? Like a skylight, even though it's like you can't see through it. Yeah, and this allows us to fall into the next half of the level essentially. So we're gonna die on a trigger that loads down there, and here we go. We're like halfway through the level now.
Amazing.
The main goal here is to try and beat both of the trains, and we call that 2 trains. You can see, well, sometimes you can see the trains going here, but we're going to use this wall to wall boost over and over and over again. And if we're fast enough, we'll beat this first train. And that's 1/2 of 2 trains completed. Great job. I'm so proud of these guys. I'm tearing up.
I'm so proud of our boys.
The second they open this red door that they're about to jump down to, they have a timer. And if they don't go fast enough, they're not going to beat the second train. So let's see. This is pretty good so far.
These trains are terrifying and they honk really loud.
Cover your ears in
okay,
anticipation.
That looks okay.
We went too fast, but you usually want to see the butt of the train when you enter here.
We're gonna want to bail onto the side, so get ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
We had so much time.
There it is.
Yeah. The other one was like way out of sync.
Yeah, well,
it's like us. Am I right?
I saw the other one coming towards us, and I was just like, yeah.
That's the 2 trains named after our boy 2 Chains.
Rest in
famous Mirror's Edge runner.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge icon 2 Chains. Shout out.
If you haven't seen that ESA 2013 run by him, go check it out.
Oh, what a classic.
Anyways, we're gonna do an auto scroller on this train, so this is a good time for donations as well.
Yeah, I don't touch anything here because I keep jumping us off.
All right, yeah, we got a few coming in here. We got a $7 donation from hekigan fan 03 that just says Midge represent. We also, from the previous run there, we have $20 here from Finelli that says smash it, hekigan, and they did. They absolutely smashed it. That run was phenomenal. And then we also got a $15 from Cookie Bunny 1 that says this run is absolutely metal. Stay cozy and good luck, guys. Oh, we got a $50 donation from Jackus007 with no comment. So thank you all for your donations.
Yeah, thank you, Cookie.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you, everyone.
guys.
I want to say thanks, HekiFan03, but I'm kind of shocked that HekisFan01 and 02 haven't donated yet. Pretty disappointing, to be honest, but I'm not trying to judge here. Anyways, this is the end of Chapter 4. We're going to move on to what is a pretty difficult chapter, and we've got a hard trick right away.
Let me just.
I know we're playing Mirror's Edge right now, but yeah, the last run was amazing, wasn't it, guys? The
It really was.
the dancing. I can't even remember the name
Seriously.
of the game, but it was so good. Anyway, chapter 5. So we're doing a kick glitch onto an invisible wall here. Pretty precise, and then getting down to the street level with another kick glitch. Usually you cannot do this, you'll just die. But with some kick glitch and reset your fall height as well, by the way, the fall reset timer, or the fall height timer.
Yeah.
So now that we're down here, we can just do some lovely movements.
We're just jumping around. We're going to take a moment to just
We're just
jump around.
excited.
If you look into a wall too much, when you boost, it spins you around. That's what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
And
We got spinned on.
we're going to do another elevator clip here, which will let us get
Alright.
into this section really early. Before a lot of things have loaded, and ideally we'll be able to walk onto a little vent as it's loading, and it'll pop us up. And that'll be cool. And they messed it up. That's okay. I'm sorry. I
Unfortunately, if
Didn't
your
have to say
PC
anything
is-
about that. But... Can we get Shifforny off the commentary?
I'm sorry. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out.
Silence, Shane.
Who let this guy in? Get him out of here.
Oh no. Oh no.
We've just been informed by production that there are threats in the air.
The power is not in our hands.
Guys, I hear someone pounding on my front door. I'll be right back. So we've got a really cool elevator climb coming up here where you do like a little wall run into a wall climb, or you just
right.
drop down, that's fine.
I jumped
Alright, they're
when I
gonna-
didn't usually, and I boosted us.
They're going to try it again. You do a little wall run into a wall climb, you grab on this little section, you climb up. Normally you have to climb some pipes.
Mhm.
That's lame. Honestly, I would go as far as to say as that's cringe. You know,
Well,
we try to
yeah,
avoid
absolutely.
climbing pipes in this game. And
So yeah, you can
if
just
you die
bail
there,
over
you
the
just
edge
gotta
there. You know.
We tried to do a
reload.
glide, but we messed it up, so it's faster to just quit instead of falling and dying.
Oh, I
There's
meant
still-
for us to die.
Oh, me too.
$20 PayPal for whoever discovers a skip to these pipes.
yeah.
That's
$20
actually doable
PayPal.
in real, and not
That's the
not
currency.
not BL strat, like something else.
I'll do one better than $20 PayPal. I'll go on a dinner date to Burger King if you can find a skip for that. So
Yeah.
But you have to pay.
I'm getting abused
Oh,
now.
they're getting whacked. Okay.
Yeah,
you're
they're whacking
definitely
me.
gonna have to. Yeah, those shotgun guards, they just have a tendency to kill people. In fact, chapter runs of this game.
These
Okay.
guys are just being
They're
rude.
They're really
Charge
rude
them.
today.
Why are you running away?
Because I'm a pacifist, okay?
The duality of man is me wanting to charge them and him walking backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this is
know.
where we can see the differences where
Okay.
you know, Medios is a vegan and he doesn't believe in like hurting any living creature, and Heki, well, you know,
That's
I
not
don't-
true,
I
by
don't-
the way.
well, you can't just say that. You're supposed to
Oh.
back me up here. I'm on comms.
As an empath, Ryan doesn't.
Doesn't believe in eating me.
Sorry, I had it turned off.
You had your empath senses turned off.
Mm.
So we've got another big trip coming up as well called Beamer. We've got a little bit of time before it shows up, but I wanted to take a chance to explain it.
Justin Beamer.
Justin Bieber.
Yes, Justin Beamer coming
Patented
up.
like an hour ago.
Do you wanna grab the bag for good luck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But anyways, the way that Beamer works is sometimes when you're climbing a wall, there is collision that doesn't make the wall flat, so it'll kind of push you out a little bit. But the game, they made it so that the game allows you to climb up that wall as though it were flat. And I think it's just to make the game work a little bit nicer. But if you manage to turn around on the exact frame that it pushes you out, you'll actually get a bunch of speed.
Oh.
And
Bad LNG.
Put your predictions in chat real quick, by the way.
Put your predictions in chat
Beamer.
for how many attempts
How many
it'll
tries?
take. I think it's going to take You guys one. lollygagged for way too long. I'm sorry. Well, you had brought up Justin Bieber, and I just got so excited about it.
It was me, actually.
Sorry. I keep forgetting to look up.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
So
So Ryan's
I
doing
finished-
all of this by himself.
Yeah.
And he's
As-
doing it with his delay, and it's frame perfect, so...
As,
Yeah, this is like probably the biggest hiccup for this run.
Nice,
Oh,
nice. What was that? 6? 5, 6?
5, I think.
What?
5?
That was like 1. That was first try.
Oh, first
was
try,
0.
baby, let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Can I get a
Good
sheesh
job,
in chat?
Ryan.
Let's go.
Sheesh.
Can we get Jack off comments, please?
Yeah, can we
We
get
have
this
no
Jack guy
commentators
off?
left.
Can we get Ryan off comms? I want Hecky just here by himself.
Yeah, while I'm like running on the keyboard.
Yeah, so well, we have a moment of downtime here. I just want to ask the chat, how many Doritos do you guys think it would take to stop someone from dying at a terminal velocity? You know, like if you stacked a bunch of Doritos on top of each other.
Like
Just
single
think about
Doritos,
it.
right? Not
Yeah,
bags?
yeah, like single Doritos, not bags.
Yeah.
Just just if someone could like provide me with an answer to that before the end of the run, that'd be great. Anyways,
Thanks.
We're not doing much though, we should get some donations.
yeah, we have time for donations.
Argic help.
The words of this run, Argic help. Yeah,
I told you we'd call on you.
yeah, you did. You did promise that. You did. All right. Well, I mean, this one doesn't really help. We got a $10 donation here from Dalbins that just simply says, "What a blunder."
This entire run, yeah. Okay.
We got another $5 donation here from Lucero that says, "Will you just yell, Meteos?" There you go. And,
Yeah, I have a
the
lot of trauma.
Yeah, and then the final one here, this will make you happy. We got Higeki Fan 01 this time, $10.
I knew my
They're
day
asking,
would come.
is that a glitch?
Oh no.
Oh,
Not my
no.
hero anymore.
Anyways, turn up. we're all waiting for you. Anyways, this is chapter 6. We're going out of bounds here. If you couldn't tell, it's pretty hard to tell. What we're trying to do is we're going to skip about half the level. The next part of this level is actually right ahead of us, but it hasn't loaded in yet. We're going to try to skip around an invisible wall that will block us by doing a side jump here. And they nailed it. So it loads around us. It works perfectly. We're doing great. Great job. Can we get some
Let's
claps?
go,
Where?
fellas. It's very easy to not. It's very easy to mess it up as well. Like you can hit the load trigger and like still be outside of the factory basically when it loads, and you're just screwed basically.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a classic run killer.
It's like yeah,
I hate when I'm trying to go to class and I do that in real life. You know?
yeah, right. You try and sidestep into the void and
And it loads.
miss your
my
shot.
my classroom loads before I
Yeah.
get through the barrier. Yeah.
Sorry,
All your
professor.
classmates
I'm
are
out of bounds.
A-posing.
I can't make it to class today. I'm out of bounds.
I'm out of bounds.
Anyways, this is chapter 6. Honestly, the biggest part of chapter 6 is that initial glitch, and then it's kind of chill. In the glorious words of Fat Man, the rest of the game is kind of like a cutscene. So you know, you don't really have to play. You don't have to try.
Not at all.
You'll notice Meteos is just gonna take his hands off the keyboard. Go grab a
So
bag of
we're gonna
Doritos.
climb straight. Right?
Thanks, by the way, chat, for the real info. Actually, there's a lot of valuable stuff there.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, what's the best answer we've seen so far? With the Doritos
There's a
thing?
lot, man. There's a lot. We'll have to go back and
There's
script
too
through
much
it.
there's too much
Okay.
to go through right now.
We
We'll come
updated
back
the
at
process.
We'll come back at the end of the marathon with an update on the real answer here. They're gonna go for a clip on this elevator. It's really hard to do. So they messed it up. That's okay.
See, I knew you wanted to do that as an empath.
See, I always want to do it.
Hecky, can you describe to me what it's like to be an empath?
No, you just wouldn't get it.
Okay, so we're
As a
coming up to
complete
the...
deranged sociopath, you wouldn't get it, Shane.
Thanks, Jack. I love when my friends call me deranged.
I always have your back, you know this.
Okay,
And
coming
we're-
up on the end of the chapter.
Anyways.
Yeah, so we're
There's been
coming
a
up,
lot of anyways.
We're coming up to a big chapter here, actually. Chapter 7. This chapter is called Boat. And this would be a good
Ryan,
time
can
for
you
more
press
donations.
F3 a couple times? Yeah. there you go.
Hey.
What's back to first person? Oh, that is.
This one. Yeah.
Faith has certain dominance out here.
Do you just ever ride the train like that?
Yeah.
I guess while we're working our way through here, it's really just going out of bounds and some other stuff. So if you want to do more donations, Argic.
Oh, chat can't save you this time.
Oh no.
I just want to let you all know, folks, we are raising money for Alzheimer's Fonden. Alzheimer's Fonden's aim and purpose is to increase the fundraising to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's. For this event, all revenue generated during the event will go straight to the charity. This includes your donations, Twitch subscriptions, cheers, and ESA merch. Please do keep your donations coming in. Don't forget, we have plenty of prizes and incentives still to come. And more of this Mirror's Edge run.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Everyone's
Yeah.
excited. We
Thanks,
are
guys.
getting to what I think is one of the hardest chapters in the game, Chapter 8. So we'll have some exciting tricks. We'll have Atrium. Which
Boss fight, by the way,
Oh, yeah, boss
which
fight.
is done now.
Yeah, boss fight.
A few punches, various parts of the body, we're past it now, it's fine. You've seen it.
Yeah. It's when you have to fight the empath.
Yeah. You have to
It's your word
overcome
of
your
the
inner
day.
demons.
So if we go
Jackson-
fast enough, we can jump past this guy without getting hit. Oh, no.
Look what you've done,
He's just
You'll be able to-
standing
you
menacing.
monster.
So those guys are the pursuit cops.
me,
They have,
bro.
they have, they have
Oh, they're
tasers.
murdering us. All right, let's get over here. There,
Oh.
we're good.
Oh, okay, we're good.
If you're in a situation where you're getting tased, just sidestep. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Great.
Although
Yup.
you are
Great
getting
advice.
tased, you probably messed up somewhere else.
Yeah.
And we're going to 8B here. 8B is a very hard section. If you die at any point, you start at the beginning. So don't die, guys.
Are we doing
Yes.
Kickwitch or S?
S.
S. Okay.
Also, that elevator played really nice music. I don't know if you heard it. I would rewind
Yeah,
if
we
you
call it
didn't.
Reggae Vader.
Regulator.
Yeah. Even if you
It's a
turn in-game music all the way down, it still just blasts you with reggae.
They're really determined to make you listen to that.
Because reggae
So-
isn't music. It's just a vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's a spirit.
What were you going to say, Jack?
So
Nice.
so the boys here are gonna be getting out of bounds to hit a checkpoint early here, so they're out of bounds right now. And with a well-timed jump at the right angle, hopefully they fall into it.
Oh,
Nice,
Perfect.
got it.
Oh yeah, did you guys explain checkpoints?
it's-
I believe
it's
we
fine.
didn't.
Look it up. Look at the Mirror's Edge wiki if you want to know about checkpoints. I'm not explaining.
We're all gamers here. We know what checkpoints are, right?
There are two different kinds of checkpoints. We're kind of past all of that though, so it's fine. We're doing Atrium here. Ryan just did an infinite wall climb. That's very hard, but it looks smooth and easy when you're as good as
Nothing
he is.
special. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no
we're going
big
this way.
deal.
We're gonna try Ventrium.
They're gonna
We're
try a
on a
skip
good
called
pace.
That was a
Ventrium.
bad lineup.
The way Ventrium works is there's a vent after Atrium. They're going to skip it. The way they're going to do that is they're going to climb to the top of the
Interesting.
Atrium and jump
Yeah.
into the area after the vent where it would take you. And yeah, they're gonna do their best. It's a hard trick, even when you're playing on your own. When you're two separate people, I know I keep repeating it, but it's even harder.
That's the gimmick of the run.
You gotta say it though. 150
Actually,
ping,
wait.
by the way. Once
go
again.
Backpack.
We're
I'm
just
not
gonna
turning
keep
the
going
camera
up.
up here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Meteos
don't blame
has
you.
3,000 ping, by the way.
Oh,
He's
somebody
actually-
didn't.
He played this
Yeah.
one yesterday,
Yeah.
and it's just catching up now.
Wow. So talented.
And they're gonna line this up
Let me line up.
perfectly.
Okay,
You got
don't
it?
jump.
Oh, okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy perfect jumps, and they get the checkpoint once again. Okay, now we're in a room where we have to snipe a truck because our sister is in it. I know it sounds bad, but that's the lore.
It's just
First, we need to
how,
slip
it's
and
how you
slide.
do with your siblings.
First
Yeah.
we need to die, and the reason is because you can actually wall bang the truck. but
Should we
only
do
if
that?
you've died one time in this room. The hitbox won't spawn otherwise. So you're gonna see they're gonna shoot through the wall. Now they're gonna shoot this little circle.
Look at him go.
Nice accuracy from Heki there, by the way.
And it's a little
Wow.
red man. Shoutouts
You
to
do not want to
Giant
face
Rat.
him in Rust.
No.
No.
Or Roblox or Krunker, oh yeah.
If you have to ask, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
That Easter egg is
Mirror's
very
Edge.
cool.
Dying.
I made
too, I guess.
a mod for this game where I hid some bags, and no one does that Easter egg, so it took like 3 days for someone to do it and find one by shooting that rat.
Oh really? That's funny.
That's amazing.
You're evil.
And we're
Yeah.
at the end of chapter 8. We're on to the final chapter of the game. This has been the smoothest run of Mirror's Edge I've ever seen in my entire life. So honestly,
No Kizzy.
my
You also
jaw is
wanna
dropped.
crank your volume here because it gets pretty quiet.
Very
Yeah,
hard
no.
movement there at 9-8. That is a very. Oh no! I've been well and truly swindled.
So we just want to
Unbelievable.
show you how water boilers work down here.
Yeah.
For any aspiring plumbers in the chat. All right, we got this.
Shoutouts to plumbers. Big props to them.
I love that guy Marlio.
Yeah, dude.
Basketball
That's his name,
guy?
right? I don't know.
Okay, anyways, like Liam said, this is a really quiet part of the game, so you might want to crank your volume up if you want to hear it.
Yeah, the music's really good.
Oh
It is.
no.
And that's, yeah. That's the
You're a jerk.
explosion.
I've had a great time, guys. This has been a real treat.
I really haven't enjoyed this at all, honestly.
This
Yeah,
is the
same.
last
I've been
Exactly.
so I think we're balanced.
chapter 9.
I was just feeling bad for the boys, so I thought I'd say that.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is maybe the worst run I've ever seen.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Come on.
Oh, hey Shane, you're not muted, by the way.
No, guys, I'm so embarrassed. Okay. We have like
Another
the
hot
final
skip here.
we have the final big trick of the run right here. This is a trick that's been revised dozens and dozens of times. It used to be called beverage, and then it was extended beverage, and then it was super extended beverage, and now it's like super duper insanely extended beverage. They're gonna clip out on top of this elevator by doing a coil at the right time and using the use glitch. And what this is
Oh,
going to
I
allow
was-
them to do
I was worried about
is-
that one.
is run off the building or run off the elevator at a certain timing to load another area of the game. This saves a ton of time. The older ways of doing it were either harder or slower, but we find new stuff in the Mirror's Edge community all the time. Though I guess that was found like 3 years ago at this point. Anyways,
No, it's brand new.
oh yeah, they just found that. Whoa, you guys, how'd you do that?
Yeah, we learned it
That's
like
insane.
2 hours ago.
Whoa.
No way. Okay.
So we're
And,
walking on
Calling
the
it a
air
long
here.
drink. I like
Looks
that.
like
Long drink.
long
Yeah,
drink.
that's perfect. It's called
It's called long drink
It's
now.
called long drink now. That was long drink, everyone. We're taking the final elevator ride of the game. It's a really pretty elevator, honestly.
Thanks, Flubles, for the hotline reference, by the way. I really appreciate that.
Scroll.
You're not gonna look out the window, guys.
Look at
Oh,
the
yeah.
pretty scenery.
There's a nice sky view here.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This game's very good for the year it came out, which is 2008.
Late.
The game looked
2008.
real nice.
You look nice.
I don't think we
Oh,
mentioned
you
yet,
too.
but it's made by DICE, who
Thank
make
you.
Battlefield.
Yeah, they made Call of Field.
Yeah, Call of Field, Wall of Garden.
Modern 20. What's the year again?
You okay, man?
No.
they're gonna do a crazy.
Die,
Um,
probably. No,
they're
we're
gonna do a
good.
pretty precise climb
We're
here
fine.
to clip over this wall.
Oh,
Nice.
well, they clip. they
You guys got that?
they got the
Okay.
Peter Griffin animation. Let's go.
Yo, Shane ran away to laugh at that.
It's like a really rare death animation.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't know that animation existed
just-
until someone posted.
Oh, we did it
again!
Oh my god!
Okay, honestly, the most impressive part about this whole run is
Every time we
Peter.
respawn, the music like starts playing over the old music, and now we have like 3 musics playing.
You don't like that?
Peter Griffin death
Yeah.
animation.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna lay here just for a second.
I've never heard
Yeah,
anyone
we're
chill
gonna
out first.
break line of sight just to get some health back, and then we'll try again. Bro, what are you doing?
We're just gonna take
Don't
a
ask me
nap,
what
guys.
I'm doing.
Bro.
We're just dead as hell. All right, let's take the gun.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna just end the run there, guys. No,
Whatever.
No, we can do it. We can do it.
who cares?
We still got 10 minutes left.
Guys, we support our boys to the end, to the very end.
No matter what. This
Give
is
me that gun.
again. This
Oh,
can just
okay,
be
we're
hard.
killing him.
This can just
Be
hard
gone.
as 2 players.
Oh god.
You know.
Oh,
This
two
was
players,
your
one
idea.
aiming. Okay, we got
FPS
it.
game as 2 people is not good.
Yeah.
No. This entire game. Oh wait, it's not an FPS, but you know,
I mean, it's kind of an FPS.
ignore me.
Yeah, it can be.
FPR.
Isn't this a
first
Metroid
person
game?
run there.
PP.
First
Okay,
person.
so
Parkour.
time is
Hardcore,
coming
yeah.
up in 14 seconds.
Yeah, time coming up.
Yeah.
He's gonna shout time.
Woo.
He wants to do it.
You should do it, Hecky.
What?
We're delayed.
Yeah, shout
I'll
it.
do Okay.
Press jump at the same time, guys. Do it together, in unison.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
time.
Let's go!
Oh!
Time.
the 360.
Ah! Ah!
Okay, chill out. Whoa, back it
Sorry, I
up.
got really excited.
That's okay, just don't do it
Okay.
again.
Yeah, that was Mirror's Edge. 2 players, 1 keyboard and mouse.
Yes.
And we're
Transatlantic.
so sorry for doing that to you.
Oh. Guys, press F3.
No. Oh yeah. Also press 1.
I did. You can see the wonderful
boys.
animation that were made for this game.
So huge shout outs to the Mirror's Edge community. Huge shout outs to everyone who's a part of it. If you're at all interested in this game, it's one of the coolest. It's genuinely one of the coolest runs I've ever done, and I've done a decent number of speed runs.
Yeah.
So if you're at all interested, look us up on speedrun.com. You can join the Discord. Everyone's really happy to help anyone new learn. Yeah, it's a super great run. The community's really awesome. Please check it out.
Yeah.
I agree. I concur with all of that.
And
Well said.
thanks to ESA for having us. It was really nice to have an online portion of the marathon too.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
definitely.
thanks to Argic for putting up with us.
Dealing with us.
Honestly, thanks for everyone at ESA for putting up with us. I know we're a handful.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.
And, yeah, whoever's at the event, enjoy it.
Yeah.